Welcome to my channel. This channel demonstrates self-love and positivity, and you guys are at a weird angle because I'm driving. I don't have my tripod that sits up. I have to do one that sits lower. So sorry if this is a weird angle. I'm currently on my way to the movies to go see Fantastic Four. I was supposed to go to the gym, but yeah, that didn't happen. But I wanted to do a video real quick on the way there, as I don't have my seatbelt on. Hold on. Yeah, I wanted to do a video real quick just about like how life shifts for us sometimes and how we can continue to push through even though like we have a lot of changes happening. And I'm gonna kind of get a little personal, but like not too personal, because I don't like people like knowing all about my business and stuff. Yeah, recently I did have a baby. I'm not sure like who saw the previous video, but yeah, I did have a baby. Did get married last year, and man, there's a lot of people out. Did get married last year, and yeah, just kind of going through different shifts of being a wife and being a mother, and obviously like having my own goals and dreams and things like that. So, and it all kind of happened at a weird time. Like I had just started a new job, which if anyone out there has ever been pregnant, like it's not easy being pregnant and working. So that was a shift for me, because I feel like I didn't really give, or I couldn't give my all to the new position that I had just got. And so yeah, went through a lot of changes in life, and I'm currently like finally, after what, my baby's 8 months now, finally getting in the hang of things, you know, like in the groove of things, of life shifts and, you know, friendships coming, friendships going, relationships, you know, either growing or staying stagnant, just kind of having to make some tough decisions for my life personally. And so I just want to give you guys out there some encouragement on how you can shift your focus into these changes being something positive for you, just because it can get really overwhelming with so much change happening so quick. And granted, like it did take me 8 months to kind of push through things. That actually is like a pretty quick like bounce back when you think about it. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is just from my personal experience. Something that recently just happened to me was my like husband wanted to go to church. Like I don't know if he was just interested or whatever the case may be. And so I feel like I've been lacking in that area. Not like I've given up faith, but I just haven't really been as focused on my spirituality as I should. But it's like as soon as I went to church, swear to you, as soon as I went to church, everything in my life that I've been wanting to happen, as far as like my levels of productivity and just like the energy that I want to put into myself, like everything kind of just came back into like as natural as possible into my life. So I would say the first tip and the first thing that you should do is really focus on like your spirituality, whatever that is. Try to meditate if that's kind of what you're into, or go to yoga, or just do something where you feel more like grounded in who you are, and you feel like you have more of a purpose in this world, and that you can connect to people in some way, shape, or form. Just because I feel like that really, like honestly kind of shifted a lot of things for me, is when I started to focus on my spirituality, and you just start to be grateful for things, and you start to like kind of allow things to come to you naturally, rather than trying to like force everything to happen for yourself, like as a human being, because like we can only do so much, you know. like the universe, I do believe in like power of the universe. The universe can do things for you if you like put faith in it enough. Obviously you do have to put work in, but like as humans we can only do so much. So I think having faith is a huge part of adapting to the changes that are happening in your life. Like an example of this is like I am unsure about if I'm supposed to stay in my job right now, and thankfully like I've been able to take time off in order to kind of give myself some perspective on that. But if I would be like in a state of fear, or like just be overthinking the situation, obviously as a human, because that's scary, like not knowing what your next step is, but just like having faith and putting your trust in something other than you, and just kind of making a decision based on that faith, that's something that is rare, and that we have to really take into consideration sometimes, is that it's bigger than us at times. It's not like this grand plan of like, oh, I need to sit down and write all these steps out and then follow those steps. Like, no, sometimes it's just, all right, you know what, this is what I'm feeling, this is how I feel based off of who I am as a person and like what my spirit is telling me, and kind of just make a decision based off of that. So yeah, I think it's really important to focus on your spirituality, your faith, when in times where you don't know exactly what the next step is or what's going to happen. The second thing that I've done is I've really put energy into people who value me as a person. Like they value me as a whole. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but it's more, sorry about the sun. It's more of like a feeling that you have around someone, and like when you're not around them. So I have friends that, will reach out to me, and I can just feel that they reach out to me because they genuinely like and love me as a person, and I really appreciate that, especially like when they, give the time to me, and when they like invite me to an event that they're having, and just keeping me in mind in the back of their head like all the time whenever they have something going on, or something big is happening in their life and they want to share that with me. Just I appreciate people in my life who are vulnerable, because it allows for me to appreciate that like maybe I'm someone that they're not vulnerable with all the time, or maybe I'm someone that they can be vulnerable with. And that to me is like a very special thing. Like I hold those people closely who can open themselves up to me and just like tell me about the struggles they're going like I was saying. So it does mean a lot to me when people confide in me and choose to make me part of their life, just because I feel like life is more than just like money and like things. Like to me it's really important to have family and friends in your life who support you and who are there for you through hard times, and that you can be there for too. And so yeah, that's something that I've held on to really tightly when there's a lot of change going on, is I do put focus and energy on people who, like, this sounds really weird, but like make me feel special. Like they make me feel special. They make me feel like my existence matters, and like I'm here for more than just like creating all these goals for myself and my family. Like I'm here to like be there for others and be kind to others, and people appreciate that, and so those are two things that I do, is that I put more focus and energy into my spirituality, and then I really lean into the people who make me feel special. And sometimes it's not even like it cannot be the people around you. It could be strangers, that like compliment you. It could be people on the internet that you look up to, that give you inspiration. Because sometimes, not because I've gotten really like lost in a state of like confusion and anxiety, and you know, like a little bit of depression at times, just because you don't know. Man, people be driving slow. You don't know the extent of like how long those feelings are gonna be there, and so you kind of have to look to like better possibilities. And a part of that is just knowing like you have people who cherish you, who love you, who support you, who, you know. So yeah, just wanted to leave that little bit with you guys. I hope everyone has a great day, and then sorry for the angle of the camera. Yeah, bye.